Keeping a congregation engaged through a long, traditional Good Friday sermon is difficult. People are tired, and attention easily drifts during extended passive listening. To fix this, you can structure the evening differently. Set up a self-paced 7-station prayer journey based on the 7 last words Jesus spoke from the cross. By removing the lecture format and replacing it with physical stations, participants use their hands and senses to interact directly with the narrative. Step 1 is gathering the physical elements. You will need a shallow tray of sand, a bowl of hard candies, a globe, black scratch art crosses, and heavy iron nails. At every station, place printed instruction cards. If your congregation is bilingual, ensure both languages are present. These cards tell participants exactly what to do with the objects. You also need to anticipate friction points. Keep the sand layer shallow so it's easy to write in, and provide blunt wooden styluses for the scratch art stations so that no one gets frustrated trying to complete the activity. When logistics are clear and props work reliably, participants do not have to overthink the instructions. They can simply enter a state of quiet, uninterrupted meditation. Let's look at the specific setups. Station 1 corresponds to the first word, focusing on forgiveness. Place your shallow sand tray here, instructing participants to write a sin they need forgiven, or a grievance they need to let go of. This image shows how the station works in practice, with the word love etched into the sand. Participants are instructed to physically wipe the sand smooth with their hand, symbolizing the act of receiving or granting pardon. Move on to Station 2, which highlights the promise of paradise. Place the bowl of hard candies next to printed scriptures that describe the sweetness of salvation. This printout explicitly directs the participants' action, showing colorful candies alongside the verse, "Taste and see that the Lord is good." You ask them to take a candy, savor it, and thank God for His grace and the promise of eternal life. These actions convert abstract theological concepts into immediate sensory data. Wiping away sand and tasting sugar give participants a physical memory of mercy and hope. Station 3 addresses Christ's compassion. As seen in this handout, you provide a purple heart cutout and a globe. Participants look at the map, then write down a person or place needing God's love, like this example praying for American and Taiwanese fellowships. Station 4 shifts the tone to address the darkness of suffering. Here, you supply black scratch art crosses and small scratching tools. Looking at this completed example, the black surface is scraped away to reveal bright, rainbow-colored text reading, "God is with me." The physical effort of scratching the dark layer acts as a prayer for God to reveal His light within their suffering. Station 5 is brief and focuses entirely on Christ's physical exhaustion and thirst. A simple cup or bowl of water serves as the visual prop to ground His humanity. The progression here is intentional. Participants start by interceding for the broader world using the globe, and then move inward to process the deep, shared pain of the human experience. Station 6 is a space of quiet triumph, marking the declaration, "It is finished." Keep this area simple to allow reflection on the completed work of redemption. Station 7 brings the physical reality of the crucifixion to the forefront. This table holds wooden crosses and heavy, pointed iron nails. Instruct the organizers to have participants pick up a cross and press the sharp point of a nail against their own skin. This instruction sheet pairs that physical sensation with a specific poem titled, "Your Life Was a Journey." The poem contrasts our tendency to make impulsive, poorly understood choices with Christ's deliberate, agonizing walk to the cross. Pressing a sharp piece of iron into your hand forces the brain to register actual discomfort. It bridges the gap between knowing about the sacrifice intellectually and feeling a fraction of its physical cost. After the final station, direct participants to a table set with the bread and the cup. Because the room is self-paced, they can take communion individually when they are ready to close the evening. Before they exit, provide a physical item for them to take home. The sensory experience should linger after they walk out the door. This handout shows an ideal takeaway, a small, translucent green pocket cross attached to a card that reminds them of God's constant presence throughout their day. Ending with communion and a physical keepsake anchors the evening. It ensures the reflection they engaged in travels home in their pocket. Gather your sand, order your pocket crosses, and print your instruction cards. You have the blueprint to build a highly engaging, tactile environment for Holy Week.